Hello everyone, and in this video, I want to talk about something that gets on my nerves. As a man who's getting older, knowing that this is, coming of the end of 2018 and almost welcoming in 2019, and I know that in March, I'll turn 25, and the reality will kick in for me, is that I'm no longer a young man anymore. I'm a grown man who notices something about himself, that he's not like other men his age. And I'm not the only man like that. I know other guys who are like that as well. And I hopefully hope that there's a bigger number of us out there. But I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. So, here are the things that annoy me. The first thing comes from 20-something-year-olds, 30-something-year-olds, and 40-something-year-olds. 8 hacks, 8 tips, blah, 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 bippity boppity boo. How to get a woman magically attracted to you. Put the brakes on that, okay? First of all, no matter who you're attracted to, whether you're a gay man, straight man, or like me, a bisexual man, whether you're a gay woman, bisexual woman, or a straight woman, you can never get magical tips, magical advice to get someone to be attracted towards you. Everyone has different traits, body types, personality traits, interest that they find attractive. One thing, though, that nobody finds attractive, man or woman, is manipulation. I find manipulation incredibly not sexy. It's ugly. And a lot of these young 20-something-year-olds, and sadder enough, 30-something-year-olds and 40-something-year-olds who have been around the block more than once know that manipulation is not sexy, but yet they're putting out these videos that promote the manipulation where young men manipulate young women into finding them attractive, which is disgusting and appalling. It's something that should not happen. If you're a guy, single guy like I am, and there are women who don't find you attractive, it may not be because they hate the way you look. I mean, that could be a possibility. You may not be their particular physical type, right? But it may not be that. It might be because you have the looks they like, but you don't have a personality that's fun. You could possibly be interested in stuff that they find boring, which is okay, because everybody finds something else interesting. But the point is, though, don't change who you are in order to get a date. Be your authentic self. For me, what I like to do, what I like to read, I bore the shit out of people. In fact, a book that I'm currently reading is Musicophilia, Tales of the Music and the Brain by Oliver Sacks. If you have no idea who Oliver Sacks is, he's a therapist. He's a psychiatric doctor who passed away, unfortunately, in 2015. But there was a movie made about him, and Robin Williams played Oliver Sacks in the film. Even though that's not his real name in the film. But That's who the character is based on. And I find this stuff incredibly interesting. Some woman I might end up meeting may not. And she might find something like, I don't know, books on how to Instagram model fascinating and stuff like that. How photography, pictures. For me, that stuff isn't really that interesting. Not that I find photography boring, but give me a book on how to take pictures professionally. I'll probably fall asleep while reading it. But the point is, though, is that everybody has something they're interested in. So whatever you're interested in, write it down. Write what you're interested down and put it out there. Like whenever you do something like for a Twitter update or a Facebook update, say the stuff about you, like what you're interested in. Put it in there so if you do end up meeting a woman or a man, whoever you're into, and they see that, oh, you're interested in the same stuff they are, there's a connection there. There's a common interest. So don't manipulate. Be your authentic self, right? But find a common interest. That's how you get connected with people. That's the first thing. Manipulation's not the key. Common interest is. The second thing that annoys me is that I see so many grown fucking men in their 20s and 30s and 40s playing video games. Gentlemen, you're not 12 anymore. It's okay to play a video game with your son, your nephew, you know, fill in the blank, right? It's okay to play a video game with them if that's what they want to do and that if that's your bonding time with them. That's fine. But if you're a grown man, you don't have a son, or you don't have a nephew, put the video game controller down. Do some hobbies which people will find age appropriate for you. Age appropriate is important to keep in mind here. Because there are women and or men who look at other men who play video games as adults childish and can't accept reality and have to use escapism from the world in order to cope with it. This is a sign of being immature to a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying escapism is something that's wrong. I'm into escapism myself. I need to escape every now and then. Everybody does. But if you're doing it every day, there's a problem. Put down the video game controller and get adult hobbies. For example, reading, riding a bike, playing cards, learning how to do magic tricks. Yes, because magic tricks will get you attention as well. Learn a different language, for Christ's sake. Do something that somebody will see as age appropriate and say, hey, this person's an adult. This person isn't a child. This person can handle life as best as they can, like I can, like everybody else can. So do pick up a hobby that's gonna get people to look at you and say, hey, there's another adult in the room. Instead of them saying, oh, you're just another man-child. The third thing that bothers me And gentlemen, heed this warning before it's too late for yourself. Avoid being the douchebag that everybody remembers. Narcissism, to me, everyone's a narcissist to a degree. I am, you are, everyone is a narcissist to a degree. When you can tell someone who you are and what your interests are and what your accomplishments have been in your life, that does put your toe in the water in the realm of narcissism. So there is a healthy amount of narcissism people should have, right? But what happens when you're fully immersed in narcissism? What happens at that point is that everything's about you. And other people, you're basically telling other people to go fuck themselves because everything's about you. Everything has to cater around you. Everyone has to drop everything they're fucking doing and attend your needs. I'm not saying you shouldn't get your needs met. Everyone's needs need to be met. But look, there are people with far more worrisome troubles than you have. Assess your situations, okay? If you know, let's say, forgot to pick up dog food, right? And let's say a friend of yours says, hey, my car just broke down on the highway. Whose situation is more important? Your friend's situation, because they're stranded in the middle of goddamn nowhere and they need to get a mechanic, or you can drive where they are and jump their car for them so they can get out of the highway. And then you could drive home then and then pick up dog food. But you gotta assess your situations. Narcissists have to make everything about themselves. So if, let's look at the same situation. The person will get dog food, right, and forget that their friend texted them that they're in the middle of the highway, that their car broke down. Once again, don't be a narcissist. Don't be that full-fledged narcissist that everybody remembers. That's what they know you for being a narcissist. Don't be that. Gentlemen, do not be a narcissist. Ask other people how their days are. Help other people out. Sometimes put your needs last. And help those who really need other things before you. It's called being selfless. It's called being a decent human being. So yeah. And the bonus thing that annoys me. This is going to be the last one. Don't cut yourself short at the knees. Cutting yourself short at the knees is the worst thing you could do in life. What do I mean by don't cut yourself short at the knees is don't let anybody use you as a fucking mat to step on. Being nice is a wonderful thing. Being a gentle, kind soul is a wonderful thing. But you also gotta have a backbone and know how to defend yourself. Know how to say no to some things and some people. Know how to say, I don't trust a certain person if they screwed you over more than once. Learn how to have a backbone. Don't cut yourself short at the knees. Be generous to all that you meet in life. Whether it be a stranger, whether it be friends, family. Be generous in life. Be selfless. But sometimes you gotta understand that there are some people who just want to use you as a stepping magnet. a stepping post where they could walk all over you because you never say no to them. Don't become that mat that everybody steps on. Don't cut yourself short at the knees. Just don't. You shouldn't do that. It's bad. It's bad for you. It's bad for your mental health. Anyway, things I say in here, they can even be said for women too. It's not just men. This advice is for anybody. I was just addressing it from a male perspective. But this advice could be used for anybody. When you're an adult, 20s, 30s, and 40s, or beyond, be an adult, okay? Not a child, be an adult. Nothing wrong with having a child in your heart. I do, everybody does. But you gotta be adult first and foremost. And second of all, above everything I just said, be a kind person in life. Don't be a dick. Being a dick gets you nowhere. Being a kind person gets you further. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy that. See you next time.